joining us. Something, Drew, for one take.
Okay, here we go. Songwriters across Australia for another week. Paul McCoy presenting independent Australian music now. Ill-starred captains. Our feature artist for the show. Joined with us now is Scott and Justin.
G'day, Paul.
Hi, Paul.
How you going? Look,
Hello,
on
viewers.
tour. Look, we've got to say this straight out. On tour from Perth at the moment.
Yeah. It's we've just done South Australia and Victoria and Tasmania.
Sure.
And I ducked back to Perth, picked some stuff up that I forgot.
Oh, no.
And
Really?
left on a plane yesterday
What a road
and,
trip.
and came to Sydney, and here we are, and we've had a ball.
Great.
Yeah, so we're about to do shows in Sydney and Canberra and a few in the rural areas of New South Wales and head north to the sunshine.
And managing this all yourself.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah. 10 years, been doing the gig bookings.
No spring chickens here.
Justin's 15, so since he was 5, he's been booking the shows, and
That's right.
Releasing
records.
Yeah, and there's more to talk about the brand new EP. Here we go.
It's a full album with 2 sides, which is pretty unusual for a CD. But if you look at the backtrack list, there's 2 sides, side A and side B.
Okay, you're doing something
Old
sneaky
school.
here.
Yeah,
Old
yeah,
school.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
There's no hidden tracks, so don't go looking for them. They're just not there.
We used to have C-side by the B-side.
Yeah.
Okay. We should go for a song first up. Should we go for a live on the spot or play a clip? We'll go for a live on the spot first.
Yes, totally.
Right. Sort of get people into what you're about.
Yeah. Well, this song we recorded live in the studio today. It's called Sea Witch.
Sea Witch. Our feature artist, Ill-starred captain.
1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. She drops down and stays 3 days alone in a perfect blue space. A bloodshot emerald eye is not given to shine. She lives in a top-in bell, suspended in perfect green space. She's quietly sifting the sand, if only watching it trip and return. Turns to gold, free to find whatever she wants. Hope she finds it wherever she goes. I don't know. This coil of rope that I hold is burning through the glow. Just 1,000,000 fathoms down. Think I'm losing my grip as she turns to go, free to find whatever she wants. Hope she finds it wherever she goes. I don't know. I don't know.
Ill-starred captain. with the track Sea Witch. Now, there's something that draws both that track and the next track that we're going to see together.
Yeah, they're both, like a lot of our stuff, they're both very much the sea. You know, we come from a small coastal town, Port Lincoln in South Australia, and the sea is lapping at our doorstep constantly. We can't ever forget it. It's, you know, if it's not washing your house over, it's taking your dogs out to sea and things like that. So, you know, you can't avoid it.
We just build higher.
They're both about the sea, I suppose. One sort of in the sea, and this one you're about to hear now with a flash video is more on the sea, more of a surfing tune.
Yeah.
This next track is called 4 Feet Away, and the video that we have to show you was filmed in Dongara at a place called the Priory Lodge in Western Australia. So we did this mad road trip from Adelaide via Port Lincoln with our mate Jason, who was the filmmaker, and we drove all the way to Coral Bay in Western Australia, did some footage there, and went down to the lodge and cut 2 clips. But here's one of them. Check it out.
But for the grace of you go on. I had no choice, I could hear your sweet American voice. Won't you hang your head with me for a while? And nothing's ever gonna take you back down the tangle of a wasted day. Still waiting for the ice to crack 4 feet away. Today's hanging from a sky trail, always trying to see inside the wire. We only hear the ones we most want to believe in. No, 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 changing channels all the time. Nothing's ever gonna take you back down the tangle of a wasted days. Still waiting for the ice to crack 4 feet away. Nothing's ever gonna take you back down the tangle of a wasted days. Still waiting for the ice to crack 4 feet away. And nothing's ever gonna take you back down the tangle of a wasted days. Still waiting for the ice to crack 4 feet away. 3 feet away. 2 feet away. 1 foot away.
Well, that was 4 Feet Away. That song is, from a songwriting point of view, is kind of, it's about transformation and finding yourself on thin ice, and it's got a lot of stuff packed in it. Doesn't make a lot of sense, probably lyrically or literally, but we know what we're talking about, and that's
that's the main thing.
Yeah, it's very difficult to
anything. All right, look, if anybody would like to get in contact with you, the CD things.
That's Black Swan Eye, the CD that we're releasing this year, and it's recorded. It sounds like The Road. It's very much a road album, and if you are driving somewhere from, say, Sydney to Broome or Newcastle even, then chuck it on. It'll give you hours of pleasure along the way, hopefully. There's a lot of different kinds of music on there, but it's got ghosts, and it's got people who turn into swans, and it's got Down and Dirty Blues, and it's got a love song dedicated to Johnny Cash and June Carter Cash, and it's got a song about a dog, and it is just laden with hidden depths. There's that many hidden depths. There's coal at the bottom of it all. So
Yeah,
sure.
Get into it.
Out.
you can actually go online to iTunes and press the magic button and
Press the magic
And
button.
you get all 3 of our
have it on
records.
your hard drive.
MySpace, Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook is. There are 2 on Facebook. One which is wildly popular.
You don't
and
find
the other
that
one.
confusing?
Oh, well, I was gonna get rid of one, but the one I was gonna get rid of was the really popular one, and then the other one,
No.
which isn't that popular, but it has just a few people on. That's where we put all of the kind of interesting sort of stuff that goes on. We put that on there, so don't just leap to the first one. There are 2.
Is why we're self-managed.
The misinformation and spin that's available on Ilstad Captain is just limitless if you go onto Google and key it in. Some of it's all true.
Oh, I swear.
It's all
No rumours.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's quite a great country song.
What's
True,
Scotty
I
going to
swear.
do with his hair? I am going to get inspired by Paul's hair and
Look,
grow some.
Well, before we get too personal, we should go to ads.
Ads.
We're going to come back with a bit more of
That wasn't the ad?
Ill-starred Captain. Right, songwriters across Australia. Back in a moment with more. Okay, you're back with songwriters across Australia. Ill-starred Captains. You're our feature artist for the show. Now, look, hailing from Western Australia, on tour at the moment. Living the dream, obviously. What's that been like?
Oh, it's been really good. We're actually from originally Port Lincoln in South Australia, which is a little fishing town.
Okay.
And within a couple of months of starting the band, we were over in WA, and then a couple of weeks after that over in Ireland. So we were just, this moment we met, we were like, right, we're going to be a touring band, let's go. And so we literally took off before we even barely had a song written and stuff. And
So we spent 10 years sitting in the front of a car driving to gigs, making records.
not always in the
Okay.
front. I wasn't always in the front, I'll tell you that.
Now, look, you mentioned something there, Ireland.
Mm.
What's the Ireland story?
Yeah, well, I went over there on my personal mission just a few years before we started the band. I was
From your
young
hometown?
and free, and off I went and I thought I'd go to Ireland. I thought that'd be great, the whiskey and the leprechauns and the music and that, and all of that stuff was there. And but anyway, I came back after a few years, and actually a lot happened there. I came back and met Justin when his band was touring through, and because I had so many contacts in that, I said, come on man, we'll go over there, they'll love what we're doing, we're a 2-piece band, we'll just go over and do it. And so we did, and we've been over about 4 times and around England, but not in any kind of flash touring way, in like an old Ford Escort that was held together with baling twine that we bought off a farmer and stuff. But we played on the BBC, and we got all these crazy opportunities because they thought that we were like a really well-known band. We got to play with the Waifs over there and that, and yeah.
Wow, Fettingham. I've
Yeah.
just got the Waifs new media release.
Yeah. Well, we stayed with them on a beach in Mayo, County Mayo, and had an absolute blast.
wasn't it?
Roundstone, yeah.
Connemara.
So we had a great time over there, and then we came back and we were around Australia and
Sure.
over and over again, and we've just living the dream. Yeah, living the dream. the dream is.
Smoke screen and mirrors. It is what you want.
We should go for a song.
Yeah.
Go for a song. Silvertop.
Yeah, this song comes from, it's a Port Lincoln tune in a way, from my
Go on.
hometown. There's a place called Nowhere Else, right, around in the countryside around Port Lincoln, about 80 or 100 k's away, and no one ever believes that it's called that, but it is. It's someone came over the hill and said, well, if this waterhole isn't here, then it's nowhere else, and it wasn't there, so they called it Nowhere Else, and they built a little house there. And this song is called Silvertop Cane Blues, and it sort of describes a journey to this mythical but real place called Nowhere Else, and it's a walking pace song, and it was written while I was walking around everywhere, and wrote it in Ireland because I had to walk a lot there.
Sure.
You know, but there's only 10 minutes between villages and that, so I'd walk along and sing this song, and gradually it turned into what you hear now.
Great. All right, here we go. Our feature artist for the show, ill-starred Captain.
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. I was bathed in the blood of the Lamb. I was hung by the river to dry. I left my workers to the blind watchmaker and the sisters of the perpetual lie. Is it gonna rain anymore? Sky's just as blue as your cornflower eye. I take a little knocking at my door.